got to do a part 2 on the credit video that I just did. And she is like really over this, but I don't care because somebody need to know. So anyway, let's say you get a 0% interest card. You get this offer by the Skippy. It's all nice and pretty and stuff. Let's say you get 0% offer and you take the offer. Great, 0%, boom. But it's only 0% for say 12 months, 18 months. Usually that's about it. It'll be 12, 15, or 18 months. Let's say it's for a year, right? When you're getting to the end, why somebody called me? When you're getting to the end of that 12 months, or when you're kind of close to that, if you still have something to pay off, let's say you only used a couple thousand or something, but you know within these next few months, you're probably not going to be able to pay that. What you need to do, okay? Get into the good part. What you need to do is get you a new credit card. Apply for a new card, okay? And you don't have to wait for this stuff in the... No, that's prehistoric. All you got to do is go online. You can Google it. You could get it with whatever financial institution that you're dealing with. If you're dealing with Chase or Wells Fargo or Bank of America, whatever, somebody gonna give you another card. And usually, if your credit is pretty decent, it's gonna be 0%. What you want to do though is make sure that you get a card that has 0% on balance transfers. Sometimes these cards that have 0% is not 0% on balance transfers. It's only 0% for your purchases. So make sure you read that fine print. Where's this fine print? Oh, what's open already? I gotta open it. So you see how it has all this highlighted cute shit on the back. You get this and cash back and blah, 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 blah. Read the fine print, okay? If it's 0% on balance transfers, that's the card that you want to get. Because what you're going to do is you're going to take that 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever that you owe, and you're going to transfer it to that card. This will restart your 0% time frame, okay? So best way to go, actually, well, this is a City Simplicity card, but City Diamond right now, among a few other cards, but City Diamond is a really good one. They have 0% on balance transfers for the next 21 months. No. Yeah, for the next 21 months. That's almost 2 years. Because 24 months is 2 years, right? So for almost 2 years, you get an extended time to pay off whatever that, you know, that you need to pay off at 0% interest. And you can be plugging away at that and get it done, get it down. It's harder, and it makes it harder and harder to pay things off when they keep raising the price. I had a card one time. I'm gonna say this and get off here because I'm ready to eat. Moo girl. No. Moo girl. Oh. I had a card one time that was, I think it was like, I only had like a couple $100 left to pay on the card. Like, say it was like I think it was like 160, 180, something like that. It wasn't quite 200. So I was like, well, I ain't really got too much to pay off on this or whatever, but I got something else I want to do right now. Okay. So I only paid the minimum balance, right? Me with all my knowledge, but this was before I got more knowledge, but even at that time, I knew better. You know, I should have just went on and paid it, trying to be cheap. Forgetting about how it really works, okay? I paid, let's say, $40. Thinking, oh, well, you know, when I get my new bill, it's gonna say $140. And, you know, it was $180, I paid $40. Oh, when I get it, it's gonna be $140. No. When I got the next bill, it was basically the same amount as the previous bill. Know why? Because they charged interest on what I still owed. Okay, so that was a small bill. It was like $100-something. So when I got that next one, I think the next month it was like 160. I'm like, how does it only decrease? I think it's like 163, 4, some shit. I'm like, how did this only decrease by barely $20, and I just gave y'all $40, $50, whatever I gave. They're like, oh, well, you know, we charge interest, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, dang. Let's pay this now. With this little bitty bill, let's pay this right now. Paid it off, paid it in full, brought it 2-0. I ain't cut the card up, but I put it somewhere, okay? But that's the whole point that we're making here is that, why are you putting your arm on my thing?
Sorry.
That's the point that we're making here is that you want to make sure that you are getting the best rate possible, and the best rate possible is 0, baby. And keep it that way, okay? If you got high balance on any of your cards, pay that stuff off ASAP. Another thing you could do, everybody's like, oh, I don't know, where am I going to find the money, what I'm going to do? Most people that are in that boat are people that are in the tax bracket to receive income taxes. When we get our income taxes, instead of going to shop, get a new chain. I did though, you know what I'm saying? Get a new chain, you know, buy a new wig or some whatever, go shopping, get a new outfit, whatever. What you should do is take a nice chunk of that and pay down your credit cards, or pay them off. Not pay down, pay them off. Only way to pay them down will help you is if they're at 0% and it's gonna be 0% for a while. Then you can, okay, let me knock off a big chunk of this, and then I can go ahead and snowball it. Which snowballing is when you pay small amounts, little bit by little bit, and then it snowballs into the big amount or the maximum or what you totally owe, okay? Or you can avalanche it and just pay it off, okay? So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Make sure that you paying for shit with what you have first, if you possibly can. But if you're gonna use a credit card, for real, be using it to leverage. Especially if it has interest, if it comes with interest, you should be using it to leverage. Like, say you got a business and you're using your business credit card to go purchase whatever more of what you sell, because you're multiplying that money. If it's possible for you to use a credit card to buy a piece of land, or use your credit card, a lot of places that you rent, like apartments, homes, or whatever, are accepting credit cards. For the longest, it was like money order, what else? Automatic payment, like direct deposit, stuff like that you had to have in order to pay your rent. Some places are accepting credit cards now. So you could use your credit card to start, you know, your Airbnb service, or a Verbo service or something. Get you an apartment or something like that, and you know that there's going to be a return on your investment, or ROI. If there's not going to be a return on your investment and you're using some shit that has an interest rate, you are cutting your own foot off, okay? So just want to leave you with that. Like and subscribe. This has been another episode of Conversations with Kai, even though she's not talking. Bye. Like and subscribe.